set for the Caulfield Cup. They're ready and they're racing, and Mr. Quickie stood there and missed it by 3 lengths. Angel of Truth began well towards the inside. Big Duke is one of the initial leaders with Wolf and Angel of Truth. Hartnell from the deep is coming over. Finch is looking for a position. Walker's looking over to his left. He's very keen to get a spot. Brimham Rock's the outside. Behind those horses then Quafila, the inside of Mirage Dancer. Then Red Burden, who's 4 deep around Sound. Constantinople and Big Duke. Then Mr. Quickie, Goldmount, Bow and Declare. Rostropovich well back. Then Mustajir, Murder Glass. The Japanese Raider is second last out wider, and the Chosen One is at the back. So Wolf is the front runner. 1,700 metres to run. By a length and a quarter to Hartnell. Then Angel of Truth third, the outside of Quafila. Finch couldn't get in, fifth 3 wide. They were followed by Brimham Rocks around at 4 deep, and then Mirage Dancer. Further back is Big Duke. Rostropovich is on a forward move, 4 deep as well. Then Red Burden. Next is Constantinople, the outside of Goldmount midfield. Then came Sound, Mr. Quickie, Vow and Declare. Well back in the field, Mustajir. And then came Murder Glass, and 2 further back is the Chosen One as they climb. 1,200 metres to go at halfway on top of the hill, and it's Wolf just in front of Rostropovich, who worked a length and a half to Hartnell. Every chance the outside of Quafila. A length Brimham Rocks, followed by Angel of Truth, and they were followed by Finch covering extra ground. Next is Big Duke, and then Mirage Dancer. Further back is Red Burden. The inside as they swing to the side is Goldmount, and then Constantinople Sound. 2 lengths Vow and Declare, Mr. Quickie, Mustajir, Murder Glass, and the Chosen One is at the end. Big Duke is dropping away and will be lucky to finish. 750 metres to go. It's Wolf just in front of Rostropovich. They were followed by Brimham Rocks 3 deep. Quafila behind them with Hartnell. Finch is 4 deep, only 2 or 3 off the lead. Sound is stoking up with Vow and Declare, followed by Murder Glass, who's only 4 off the lead, getting closer from Red Burden. They're tightly packed in. The Chosen One around the turn. 400 to go. Wolf, Rostropovich, Finch out 4 deep, followed by Brimham Rocks. Mirage Dancer runs on behind those. Vow and Declare and Murder Glass right down the outside at the 200. Finch strikes the front, but here comes Murder Glass. Murder Glass takes Finch, followed by Mirage Dancer. Vow and Declare. Murder Glass, 100 metres to go. Kicks away. 2 lengths Vow and Declare. Murder Glass, it's the Japanese again. Murder Glass from Vow and Declare. Photo third, Mirage Dancer or Constantinople. Then Finch. Next Mustajir from Hartnell, Sound, Goldmount, Red Burden. The Chosen One, Mr. Quickie. Further back in the field, Angel of Truth. Well back, Wolf got tired. Quafila, Mustajir pulls up alongside. Then Brimham Rocks. And at the end was Rostropovich.
So Damien Lane begged him to bring this horse to Australia. He rode him in 2 of his Group 3 wins in Japan. He, of course, rides the favourite for the Cox Plate next week. And he said, you've got to come to the Caulfield Cup. He's the perfect horse. And the man that trains this horse trained a horse called Kinnison Black, Mr. Shimazu, who won 7 Group 1 races in Japan, including the Japan Cup. What a win, what a flashing finish. It was a great cup.
Oh, it was a great cup. There were so many mid-race moves, and you just didn't know where to look until you looked at Damien Lane, that was just sitting there with double wraps on Murder Glass. And Finch, he was so brave. He sat 3 deep the whole trip and took off at the 600, which he was meant, you know, he had to do. And wow, what a ride and what a horse.
It's just a superior staying performance, isn't it? He's just got back, he's stayed out of trouble, and he's just allowed this horse to really let down in such good fashion. And geez, it's impressive. And another win for the horse. It's 6 straight victories.
It is unbeaten this year, hasn't lost. This is a great view because Ben Melham again gets a placing, his 4th consecutive ride of placing. It's hard to believe. Chris, Damien Lane, take a vow. He talked them into coming and he wins.
At your 4th ride in the Caulfield Cup, Damien Lane, you've won the Caulfield Cup. Well done, mate. You knew about this horse a long time ago. You won on him in Japan, and here we are.
Yeah, look, he's not much to look at, but he's just a tradesman. He just keeps turning up and winning. And, you know, not many horses win 5 on the bounce in Japan because they're all weight for age races, so they go up steep every time. And, yeah, I'm just so wrapped. He's done the job for everyone today.
Was it always the plan to bring this horse over to Australia for this particular event?
I sort of planted the seed after the 2nd time I won on him, and Connections were really happy to come because it looked like he was going to get 53 kilos, and then he won again, and it was questionable because he was going to go up to 55, and I just begged him to come because I knew 55 was still a winnable weight. So I'm just forever grateful that they brought him out here.
Oh, good on you, mate. Congratulations. This will be up in the mantelpiece at home, and the family back home in WA, I'm sure they're just so proud of you. You've done so well with your whole stint since you came here them years ago.
Thanks, Birdman.
Good on you, mate.
He sure has. He's won a golden slipper. This is his first major in Melbourne in a Melbourne spring, but he's been a big contender, Damien. He's one of the best riders in Australia. We know that. And he gets a great reward. That Japanese stint that he had, he's got Lise Cresseur next week on the Cox Plate. He went up there, won 2 Group 1s in Japan. He won 2 Group 3s on this horse. He was so powerful at the end. We saw Admire Rapke win this race for Japan. We've seen other Japanese horses like iPopper be placed in the race. And the internationals continue to grow in this race. They've now won 6 of them, but they're becoming more prevalent, aren't they? I mean, Best Solution last year, this bloke this year. We're seeing so many more of them, aren't we?
This really sounds like it's been Damien's brainchild, doesn't it?
It
He's
is.
the one that sort of said this is the ideal horse for a Caulfield Cup, and he's sort of put his neck on the line, and the rewards are there to see.
And because there's a Japanese horse in the race, it means they bet in Japan on this race today. There's enormous interest. Damien said there's enormous interest in Japan on these races in Australia. So they're going to be over the moon about this bloke. Look, he had to run in the first 8 to qualify for the Melbourne Cup today. Well, he's done that. Melbourne Caulfield Cup winners don't have a great record in the Melbourne Cup of late. The last 3 horses who have won the Caulfield Cup have run 15th in the Melbourne Cup, but he was so impressive. I thought Constantinople and Vow and Declare were just, oh, back me next time, written all over both of them, but we know where they'll be going next, so you can't back them all. Ah, it's a big win. It was a big, big win. A great result for the sportsmanship of the Japanese to bring this horse out, and to take their chance, and for Damien Lane, everything has come to fruition. There he is, hey? How good is that?
Must be a good feeling.
Oh, you betcha. Yes, yes, yes.
Baby, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves. And everybody's watching her, but she's looking right. Baby, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves. And everybody's watching her, but she's looking at you. We go fast with the game we play. Oh, but who knows why it's gotta be this way? Oh, we say nothing more than we know. What I say, your place, and we leave. Cause baby, this is what you. Baby, this is what you came for.